Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. This is Rachel Kelley with Empower Be Present, where we empower families to be present spiritually, financially, emotionally, physically. That is the mission that my husband and I have, is to, for families to be plugged in. We went through depression, we went through a lot of that stuff, and so therefore, I'm this morning shooting this video to help you to make a decision that, like sometimes you might be struggling. You might like, am I ready to quit? Is it time to quit? And what I'll tell you is 18 years ago, I quit my job. I was making $70,000 a year, and I just walked away without planning anything. And what I would tell you is that's probably the very worst thing that you can do. If you're going to walk away from a job, you need to make sure you have planned. And so one of the things that I'm going to tell you is, make sure that you have saved up some money, right? If it's just your spouse, okay, well, fine. You probably can just walk away. I mean, if his income or her income can substantiate, your expenses, and you can still be able to save. That's key. If you can't save anything, then you probably shouldn't be walking away yet. You might need to start getting rid of some debt, which is really, really important. Getting rid of debt so you don't have that weight on you. And so what happened was, this morning I was listening to an entrepreneur, how can you tell if you're an entrepreneur? What are some of the things, that entrepreneurs go through as versus to an employee? And so, when I started looking at it, I'm like, okay, entrepreneurs have to, they have to be risk takers. They have to, be willing to work long hours. There's a lot of different things that entrepreneurs have to do. Whereas an employee, the advantage is I just go to work, I can just get my paycheck and I can just go home and I'm done. I can have the weekends off, right? But what happens is, because what I ended up doing was going back to get a job, right? I've been working the job, and I got it just to kind of get out the house. But after I started looking at everything that it involved to be an entrepreneur, I was like, you know what, being a mother and doing all this stuff, I don't know, I think I'll just go get me a job and just enjoy life. Well, what I found out was the entrepreneur is in me, so it's kind of hard to run from it. So what you got to really do is you got to tap into the fact that, is entrepreneur in me? A lot of people are out here doing this because they want to make some extra money, but entrepreneur may not necessarily be in you. You may not be the person that's going to be willing to stay up all night and work hard to build your business. You may not be the person to say, after the first fall, you might say, you know what, this hurts too bad, so I'm not going to do this anymore because it just hurts me so much. I'm losing money, I'm not making any money. So you get weary, you start complaining, you want to quit. So what happened for me was, I was like, during this last season, I was like, oh, you know what, it's just so much work. I think I'm just gonna go get a full-time job. I'm gonna take care of my baby. I have a special needs child. I'm just gonna take care of my baby, and I'm just gonna live my life. And that was until something really amazing happened for me. One of the things that, if you have been online for a while, what you'll know is, in order to build a business, not only do you have to take care of your books, you have to take care of your marketing, you have to take care of the product and make sure the product is right. You got to create the product. I mean, there's so many things that go into building a business, right? And so, I was working on building a product. I was working on all of these things, and I was like, well, I don't have any freedom now that I'm doing all of this stuff, right? So what was the most amazing thing was when I found something that allowed me the ability to, everything was done. I didn't have to do any of that. Lead capture pages, sell pages, everything was done for me. I mean, everything stuff, emails, because that's another thing you got to do. When you have your own business, you got to set up your own emails. You got to email your list. You got to do all these things, guys. So really, you got to really ask yourself, are you willing to put in the sweat and tears that it takes to build a business before you walk away, right? And if you are going to do it, then make sure you take a percentage of your income and put it up towards advertising. Like that, for me, that's what I'm doing right now. I work one day, sometimes I work 2 days a week, and I take that money and I'm putting it towards my advertising on my business. So now I don't have to work as hard. I don't have to stay up all night. I don't have to try to do all these video strategies. I'm just sending, I'm building an email list, and from there is where I'm building my business. So, just keep that in mind when you're getting ready, when you're thinking about quitting. If you want to quit, have a strategy in place. Have something in place where okay, I'm going to be able to do this, but I'm going to do X, Y, Z first. And what I would say is get a mentor. Get somebody else who you've seen, walk down that road, and get help and ask them. I say, hey, look, I need some help. I don't know how to do this. Please help me in this process. And so what made me really come back to the industry and get that zeal and that desire was the system that I found. And the system, like I said, it has everything done for me. And so what I'm going to do is, you know, if that's something that you want to be a part of, if you want to check it out, I mean, like, the weight of building a business is so much different now, guys, because all I'm doing is spending my money that I work, driving traffic to the sales funnel, and the sales funnel does all the work for me. I mean, where can you go and find that kind of business at? So that's something you want. Type in a 3 below. Let me know. I will get you the information. If it's something for you, great. If it's not for you, that's fine also. But just keep in mind, when you're building, make sure that you understand that you have so many components to building a business, okay? And don't forget about your books. I always, you know, like, I'm always, when I'm talking to different entrepreneurs, I'm saying, like, okay, you got them in that program, but what are you teaching them about bookkeeping? What are you teaching them about their taxes? What do you know? And of course, we can't teach those type of things, but we really need to reiterate and have people connect with a bookkeeper, an accountant. You know, it's so important because of the fact that there's so much trouble. Because, like, a lot of people that I connect with now, they'll say is, you know, I don't want to do, you know, a business because of the fact that, you know, there's some, you know, some tax liabilities, tax problems. So, you know, keep that in mind, guys. Okay, I'm getting ready to go ahead and make me some flowers and serve some customers. I love you guys. God bless you. If you found value in this, please like, comment, and share, and we will see you on the next live. Bye for now.